Hi traders, and welcome back to the channel Retail Investing and Trading. In today's video, I want to show you how I was able to turn the unprofitable bad pattern for me on dollar CAD into a highly profitable and high percentage win strategy so that you can copy me and implement it in your trading as well. Hi and welcome back. So as I said, I'm gonna show you in this video how I turn unprofitable bad pattern that you can see here, USD CAD bad pattern on a 1 hour time frame into highly profitable win strategy. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a backtesting spreadsheet here, which says to me that out of the 103 trades that I took in the period of the last 5 years, 48% of time it was a losing trade, 44% of time was a winning trade, and 8% of time was a scratch trade or a break even based on my rules. Okay, and basically in short, my rules for this strategy and basically for any harmonic pattern is that I front run my pending orders for 2 pips, meaning if the rules are saying that I have to enter on one, let's say 0.09922, I will go. Let's check out the entry price here, 0.9914. Then I will reduce the entry price 2 pips lower or higher depending on whether I go long or short. In this case, if it's a long, my entry price would be 9916. Okay, basically here I know that the entry price per rules was 0.9912, but I always front run by 2 pips, so I added 2 pips more, which gave me 9914 entry price for this bat on USD CAD. Okay, and then when the price reaches the target 1, or comes 2 pips to the target, then I can move my stop loss to break even. And then in some cases, price will reverse back and hit my stop loss, just like it did here, for example. Okay, and in that case, it's a scratch, it's a break even trade. Okay, so back to the turning the bad strategy into a profitable strategy. So I have all of this data here, and I see that over 103 trades, I netted minus 39 pips. And when you go to money management, this is actually the equity curve. So it says if I start with 5,000 bucks and I'm trading fixed size, then I would end up minus 1%. If my maximum acceptable drawdown was 20% and max weekly drawdown was 10%, my profit trigger $1,000 and starting side was 12, which is not 12 lots. It's actually 12 micro lots, so it's 1.2 mini lot. But I want to start with manual size, and let's play with this a little bit. So manual size, start size would be 20. So this is how my equity curve would look like if I were to trade the bat without filtering. Okay, every bet that I saw in the past five years, which was from 26th of December 2012 to 15th of March 2017, which is entire to 13, 14, 15, 16, and few months in 2017, I would end up in loss of 1%. So my my money in my account would be, I would be down around 60 bucks because I started with $10,000. But so a lot of people would take a look at this and say, okay, so this is not a good strategy for me to trade, but I didn't end up here, nor should you, because you gotta tune up your backtesting results, because not all of the bets were happening here in the time that I would be up, because I sleep, you sleep as well, and while I'm sleeping, some of the trades uh, were hitting stop losses. So obviously I wouldn't be able to trade in those times, so I would remove those results from my backtesting. And with this kind of filtering and even more filtering that I'll go into detail just in a quick second, I was able to turn minus 39 pips into a highly profitable, or better to say 863 pips, 63.7 pips. On a screen right now, you can see my notebook on my iPad Pro, where I actually wrote all of my rules, which will go into my trading plan now, and I'll have to stick with them while I'll be trading live starting 1st of February. Okay. So let's go to the backtesting tune-up sheet, and let me show you how I ended up writing those rules. Okay. So now we are in a backtesting tune-up sheet. So for first, you gotta know that, obviously you know that in trading you can go long or you can go short. So there are type of entries. Okay, so I will filter. My first filter was, let's check out how many losers and how can I filter my long entries. Okay, that's gonna be a second part. But okay, let's do this. First part is, since when I do not want to trade, because the whole point of trading is making money or making a lot of money while not doing a lot of work, which is doable, but you gotta know your own system. You gotta know when you can make money, when you gotta sit in front of your PC and trade, and when you just want to be out of the charts, when you don't want to look at the charts at all. So for me, that time frame is from 6 in the morning. I will mark all of this down until, for example, 6 p.m. Okay, there we go. So if I were to trade from 6 in the morning, actually I typed 7. Why? There is no trades at 6, so it started from 7. If I were to trade from 6 in the morning to 6 p.m., I would immediately turn a losing strategy of minus 39 pips into winning strategy for 56.7 pips. Okay, but as you can see here, there are some times in this time span that are highly unprofitable. For example, 17 and 16, which is 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. my time, GMT zone, would be unprofitable for me. So that's how I came up. I don't want to trade bats on USD CAD on that time. So I removed 16 and 16. There we go. Immediately we are profitable for 475 pips, but that was not enough for me. If you take a look at this first 4 hours here in the 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock, and we actually, if you sum all of this up, you would end up being negative. Okay, so let's remove those 4 hours as well. So we have what? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we are at, okay, 11. I gotta remove 11. Now we are profitable 527 pips, and I'm trading just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours per day, and just on this pair. When I got that thing up, then I said, okay, now let's filter a little bit more. Okay, there's one thing that you might notice or not. These hours here are sorry for this. These hours here are candle close hours. Okay, so actually, if you have a system, if you have a trading, like I use the C trader, and the C traders shows time when the candle opens. So for example, in a C trader, this would be 11 o'clock. Okay, and in a Ninja trader, Ninja is showing time when the candle closes. So for me, that's why I'm trading this from 11 o'clock until 15 o'clock, just so that you understand this. Okay, with that being said, now let's try to filter long and short trades. Let's start with long. If I were just to trade long trades in this time period, then I would be profitable 753 pips. And that's why I put in my plan to go long on USD CAD from 11 in the morning to 3 p.m. GMT time zone 00. No. So GMT time zone. I do not need to wait for RSI period 7 to go oversold. I can place pending orders even if we are not oversold. So oversold 20, so under 20, does not affect the end result. That means that I will net 753 pips. So I wrote that down, and then after I filter short position as well, I will go here through all of these trades and copy into one big spreadsheet uh, only trades that were happening based on those rules that I just wrote down. And then I will go through all of my pairs like this and create one big system, which will give me then my final trading system with the specific trading rules that I'll have to stick with if I want to be profitable at the end of this year. Okay, now let's get back to the short positions. Now we want to take a look at short. Okay, here we go. So if I were to trade short positions on USD CAD on 1 hour time frame in the same time period where the long position were highly profitable, I would end up being negative for minus 226.3 pips. But that's why we have even deeper filtering. That's why I know down when I'm trading overbought, oversold conditions based on the 37 numbers of 37, 30 RSI and 70 RSI, and I have an overbought and oversold conditions based on the RSI 20 and 80. And then I have the XD divergence and etc. etc. More filters, but I found those that are mentioned here good enough. So let's see and try to filter trades only that were overbought in this case because we are shorting. So we need to see did the RSI go overbought so that we can see was this filter good enough and change the end result for the short position on USD CAD. So if the candle goes overbought, I marked in my backtesting with number 1. And it did. It actually just this one filter, as you can see here. I'm just checking trades which have won. USD CAD short at 5 o'clock. The trade before the candle before the candle that activated my position was overbought. Actually, its RSI was showing over 70. Okay, so that's what this means, and I ended up adding 110.1 pips to my already existing 753.6 pips, which results for a total of 863.7 pips, meaning that I changed the unprofitable USD CAD bad strategy to highly profitable 863.7 pips. Okay, that's enormous, guys. If you take a look, if you put your calculator out, you would see that's actually around 2.5% return solely on this strategy by trading only 5 hours per day. And banks are giving you what? 2%, 1 point something percent, even if that return on your money. I hope you find this valuable. Basically, that's it. That should encourage you to go out there to backtest everything, to write all of this data down into a spreadsheet like this, because this is exactly how you can turn unprofitable strategies into highly profitable, and how you can have a backtested rule-based system which will at the end of the day make you consistently profitable trader. With that being said, I have to address one more thing. And by now you should already know that I tend to forget to mention this throughout the video, but I invite you to subscribe, to hit that bell button so that you can help YouTube algorithm rank our videos so that we can help as many people possible. Thank you very much and stay tuned for more videos like this. Bye bye.